Hey guys, I am Katie from Mitza Creek Farm, and in our last video I made a comment about how I'd be happy if we'd already had our last snowstorm and if we would get rain. And I'm kind of regretting asking that because we got rain. In fact, I think we're the only people other than our neighbors who have power right now. In town, the power is all off. There's no power and the streets are flooding and everything. We are losing trees, and that is why I'm coming out if I can actually walk, because I have to walk not in our driveway and stuff. Oh, I just spooked the horse and the donkey. I did not want to do that. The reason why is because everything is solid ice, and there are trees. You can hear the trees falling all around us. And I was sitting in the house and I could just see branches breaking. So I thought I would try to come out and see what the damage is done. Now we lost a big part of that tree that was all like enclosed before. So this branch is massive. Probably not wise of me to climb under here. This big old elm that I'm walking under right now is it's getting pretty dead. And I need to find a tree to replace it that I love as much as this big, massive elm. I have no clue how old this thing is, but I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous, but it's clearly dying. And I have a feeling we'll have to take out this big pine too, because last fall we lost a big branch off of it, and now we lost another one. Look at these branches here. They're all touching the ground because they're so heavy. For living in a cold climate, this kind of stuff doesn't happen often. It's about 32 degrees right now. It's supposed to get warmer, and then we're supposed to get a second round of this tonight. So it's weird that this doesn't happen more often. I only remember something like this happening like once when I was growing up. I remember everything being coated in ice. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Not good for the livestock and the trees though. So now I'm headed down to Stone Coop area just to see, because I could see branches falling when I was in the house. So I kind of want to see what's going on there if I can get there. I'm walking through the snow that's like knee deep. So in town, this is the problem, is that there's a good layer of ice. I don't know if you can see that or not, but then there's a nice layer of water on top because the water has nowhere to go. But it's kind of nice to see dirt in the driveway. It's been a bit since we've had that. Yeah, you can see right in there, it's flooded. Oh yeah, we did lose some trees. They fell on that fence there. I don't know if it's branches or an entire tree. So an entire tree came down right there, and it looks like a whole bunch of branches came down in there as well. I had seen behind the stone coop, there was one that, or some, that were down as well, but I'm not going to go back there and see. The path was not plowed after our last snowstorm. That's the top off of a pine tree. I saw that one. So a lot of our pine trees are going to be pretty unhealthy after this, which kind of stinks. So I am going to need to think about replacements and getting things transplanted now so that when the tree is dead, we can cut it down and already have something there that's established and grown. So that is, it's actually been on my list this summer. Oh, I hear something else cracking. So that tree is really leaning. And if you just sit and watch, you can actually see it moving further and further down. That oak tree, there's a branch there and a branch there gone. And you can just hear all the trees breaking in the woods. It's kind of crazy. And it's still raining. And it's 32 degrees out exactly. So it is going to be a long day. Hopefully we don't lose power, but if we do, we're prepared. What I was saying earlier is that this winter I made a very in-depth plan on planting and growing things, and so I do have some sort of plan. I'm not going to just be willy-nilly buying a whole bunch of trees, but so that's a good thing. But I was planning on like a 5-year plan for planting all of these trees and not hurry up and let's get these done. So I think we'll focus this summer, and I'll go more in depth on this because there's a big long story behind this, but I think this spring or this summer we'll focus on planting a couple trees in the yard so that we can take down those big beautiful trees. The big one that I absolutely love is a Siberian elm, and it was getting dead. So that is kind of on our list, I guess. This just makes it more of a priority. Behind the house, I am thinking that we lost some big trees because we only have that one left. I don't know if I can get back there and see. Let me try to make my way down the driveway at least. Well, there goes part of that tree. So that was perfect timing so you guys could see what I'm hearing. We definitely have lost a lot of big trees, which is very sad. But they're probably nearing the end of their life anyways. I just hate to see the big beautiful trees like that go. So that is, so our wood stove is right there. That's that tree right there. So that's either a branch or a top. It looks like a branch. I can see right in there where it fell off. So, but thankfully we have no trees that are on the house. We have no trees that hit the power line. We have not lost power, which is amazing because most people in town have lost power. And Owen and Lily both have to work. Thankfully, Lily is just down the road, so that's not a big concern. So I feel like, considering all that's going on, we're doing pretty good. We'll have a lot of cleanup this spring to do, which was not on my to-do list, but that's okay. We can actually start hauling, like the ones by the wood stove here and the ones in the front yard. We'll start hauling those and give those to the goats and the sheep. And we'll start doing that once it's not icy anymore. But this spring is going to be a big cleanup, so stay tuned for that. All right, that is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you next time.